What could go wrong with that?
Oh, nothing. Nothing whatsoever. It's going to be great.
There has been a lot of anticipation today around NASA's first ever attempt to strike an asteroid and knock it off course.
Does not look like one single rock to me.
Oh, boy, we're getting close.
14,000 miles per hour, Lori.
14,000 miles per hour, and remember,
NASA, the biggest black budget black hole in existence, sucking in $52 million of American taxpayer money every single day.
zeroing in right on target.
And we're now dropping the clock, and we'll go by loss of signal to confirm impact.
Right.
And thanks to the gullible, unquestioning masses, enthralled and duped by these ridiculous Hollywood performances, they will most likely continue for decades to come.
I feel like we'll know. I feel like that'll be a crystal clear signal.
I think so.
The Masonic magicians at NASA and the other world space agencies, using lying actor-nauts and Hollywood tricks,
We're now just seeing Dimorphos.
This is remarkable stuff.
through pseudoscience books and programs, mass media and public education, universities and government propaganda, have systematically indoctrinated the entire world into believing what is nothing but an elaborate piece of science fiction.
Wow.
No, come on, we can do better than that.
You're right, you can do better than that. This is terrible. Absolutely ridiculous, and as you can see, the asteroids on our screen look nothing more than old school computer graphics. Why? Because that's exactly what they are.
Because the science fiction indoctrinated masses are so bedazzled by their pseudoscientific priests at NASA that they don't require things like proof or evidence.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. 8,
Yeah.
7,
Oh,
6,
wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow.
We're getting visual confirmation.
All right. Let's see. We got it? Waiting.
And we have impact.
And that's the confirmation of impact. Billions of dollars, and this is the confirmation of impact.
Getting giddy and high-fiving each other. And that is literally all it takes.
Oh, what a moment. Very few words can really capture this moment. This is beautiful to watch.
Absolutely ridiculous. This is supposedly about science, about Earth's defense against asteroids. But as we're about to see, this is nothing more than a charade.
What a team and what an accomplishment.
Team. A few weeks ago, they had their last dress rehearsal. They were getting emotional at the dress rehearsal. They're like, this is crazy. We're getting emotional. This is not the real thing. I can only imagine what they are feeling right now.
If this was real, you would have had two probes, one filmed from the side of this, which would have been the scientific one, while this one would have been the kamikaze one. They didn't do that because it's not about science. It's a charade to fool naive individuals in the NASA control room, and even more gullible, naive individuals that actually watch and believe this tosh.
This is beautiful. And
Take a look at this.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow.
we're getting visual confirmation.
Oh my God, dude.
This is video received just a few moments ago of the exact
exactly.
moment when NASA's DART spacecraft approached and then crashed into that asteroid 100 million miles away.
That, as far as we can tell, our first planetary defense test was a success, and I think we can clap to that, everyone. Right? So, yeah, well, I think the Earthlings should sleep better.
Getting giddy and high-fiving each other. And that is literally all it takes.
was an asteroid that was a threat, and they aimed a DART-like mission and it missed. What do we do in that case? I mean, I seem to remember that hokey Bruce Willis movie where they sent oil drillers to an asteroid to try to somehow disable that. Are there other options in addition to this kind of mission? That hokey Bruce Willis movie where they sent oil drillers to an asteroid.
Closing in on the target. Images beamed back from 7 million miles away as a NASA spacecraft approaches an asteroid. The details of the rocky world are revealed. But this probe isn't here to study it. Its job is to knock the space rock off course by smashing into it. And this was the reaction from Mission Control.
Our job is to go hit an asteroid, and that's a very specific job for planetary defense.
Their target is actually the asteroid's moon, Dimorphos. DART is programmed to auger in at 14,000 miles an hour. Engineers hope the 1,300-pound spacecraft will nudge the 5 billion-ton Dimorphos into a new orbit. Elena Adams is the systems engineer for the Double Asteroid Redirection Test, or DART. It's a $330 million NASA mission designed at the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory in Laurel, Maryland. It is a complex technical challenge. The target is only about 525 feet across, too small for the spacecraft to see until the last minutes. When are you going to see it?
Well, we don't know. Maybe as early as 80 minutes prior to hitting it, or maybe as late as 35 minutes before we impact.
So this entire journey comes down to really, in 35 to 80 minutes time, this spacecraft has to identify this tiny little rock and hit it right where you want.
Yes.
What could go wrong with that?
Oh, nothing. Nothing whatsoever. It's going to be great.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, nothing. Nothing whatsoever. It's going to be great.
Engineers, these people who work at NASA, are grown adults whose minds never, ever, ever return from Disney World. We're going back to the asteroid. The asteroid had like a image of some rocks superimposed over the top of it. Terrible, embarrassing. So I'm curious to see if they've improved anything here. So let's have a look.
So here you can see Didymos and Dimorphos. The spacecraft is autonomously navigating itself. It is precision locked on the asteroid moonlet, cruising in at a speed of 4,000 miles per second.
Sorry, what was that?
Cruising in at a speed of 4,000 miles per second.
That's what I thought you said, young man. I originally thought it was a lot less. My bad. 4,000 miles per second. When you add that up and translate that to an hour, you come up with over 14 million miles an hour. So nothing's changed here so far. We've still got computer graphic asteroids. But now we've got a correction on the speed. The probe is hurtling towards the computer graphics at over 14 million miles an hour. Incredible.
Cruising in at a speed of 4,000 miles per second. And now you can see Dimorphos slowly filling the screen. We've never seen this object before. Bullseye.
You definitely hit the bullshit bullseye with that. And of course, an image here of some rocks. Big deal, mate. We see that every day.
We also have incredible high-resolution imagery from DART's Draco.
You can't make this stuff up. This is a clown outfit. You've got high-resolution imagery as you get blurred out. This is pure mockery.
We also have incredible high-resolution imagery from DART's Draco camera, which we are now able to show.
Tosh, seen it before, you've just flipped the image.
Here's the asteroid system.
Gang, we've seen it before, just flip the image of some rocks. Big deal.
Dimorphos filling the field of view. Incredible surface detail of an asteroid 7 million miles from Earth that we have never...
Bullshit. It's just an image of some black and white, but basically a black and white image of some rocks. 7 million miles away. Have a word.
...before seen. Absolutely amazing. Something for the history books.
Oh, it'll be remembered in history, all right, mate, but not for the reasons you think. 7 million miles away. If that was all true, why are you showing computer-generated asteroids as supposedly real? And how did your probe manage to do speeds of over 14 million miles an hour in a vacuum? It's a joke outfit. And you talk of high-resolution imagery as you got blurred out. They're mocking anyone who's foolish enough to believe this tosh.
And this is the last frame from the spacecraft before we confirmed loss of signal. I'm joined now by some members from the DART team who have helped turn this incredible first-of-its-kind mission, which honestly sounds like something from a science fiction movie, into science fact.
Mate, showing computer-generated asteroids caught in ludicrous speeds, claiming that it's happening in an environment which is scientifically impossible anyway, and then showing some images and then claiming it as science fact is, quite frankly, ludicrous. And anyone that believes that, Tosh, needs their head examining. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the American public who fund this charade. Slowly but surely, though, people have awoken to this bullshit. These people have made it obvious. It's only the people, the space fans that are in a trance, that are still fooled by this charade. But dear, oh dear.
right, thank you both very much. I appreciate it.